Welcome to the URC Ice Arena in Cheney, Washington. We have our second semifinal here in just a few moments. We have the number 3 seed, Western Washington Vikings, and the number 2 seed, the University of Washington Huskies, ready to tip off to, drop the puck in just a few moments. I'm Jack Jones, your PAC announcer, along with Eric List, and we've got Addie on the camera. And boy, we had a barn burner for our first semifinal. University of California, the number 1 seed, beat Southern Cal, the number 4 seed, 6-5, and it came right down to the end of the game. And if this game comes even close to that game, we are in for one heck of a night. Eric, what do you think? You got some keys to the game for us?
Jack, I do. I was able to chat with both head coaches before tonight's matchup. And for Western Washington and for the Huskies, we'll get to that here, Jack, in a moment.
Yeah, we got the national anthem. Got to love that. Eric, you were telling us some keys to the game?
Yes, I was. Jack had a chance to chat with both Matt Clayton and Adam Seeger, the head coach for the Huskies and the Vikings. And the Vikings, their 3 keys, they gave me 4. Have a good forecheck, more shots, clog up the neutral zone, and deep positioning. And on the flip side for the Huskies, it's keep it simple. Have their third guy high and compete and have fun with it. Both teams, Jack, I think, are ready to go. They've seen each other numerous times. You can't rewrite the script on the other teams. Huskies have the lead 3-1, but throw that out the window. It's one game, and to advance, you got to play your best hockey.
Our teams are Western Washington in their off-white jerseys with the beautiful Viking ship on the front, and the Huskies are in their home black jerseys with the Washington script across the chest. And referee number 48 is ready to drop the puck. Jack Jones on the play-by-play. And here we go. The Huskies win the draw. And they send it into the offensive zone, but it is picked up there by a Viking. The puck is sent across. Secord is battling Taylor Sloan. Sloan tries to keep the puck, drop it back down for Anthony Endress. Endress battles with Cooper Hunter-Smith. Got a chance to have a little breakfast with Cooper this morning. And Peter Konopka sends it around to his D partner, Duncan Needham. We haven't yet talked about our goalie, so let's do that. In net for the Vikings, number 74, Nolan Morena, has had a great season as a freshman, and he catches and holds the puck as the Huskies get it in. Nolan Morena has been a great goalie for them. He has a 4.80 goals against average, and a record of 12-5. So excellent job for Nola Marina. And on the other hand, the Huskies have Jonah Nash in net. Jonah was named the All PAC 8 second team goalie. So the coaches voted him the second best goalie in the entire conference. Como from the Cal Bears is the first, is a unanimous choice for first team, but Jonah Nash is rated the second one. And there's the first opportunity for Nash. He stops it and covers it with 18:43 to go. So,
Jack, you look back to yesterday's Zach Reddy got the nod and gets the win for the Huskies. But if we go back all the way to last weekend and the series battle between the Huskies and the Vikings, it was Jonah Nash who got the win when the two teams split in Seattle. So Jonah Nash gets the nod tonight from Matt Clayton after getting that win last weekend.
And a shot off the draw. Captain Patrick Pearson gets the puck, sends it in, but Jonah Nash catches and holds for another draw right there at that face-off dot. You know, Zach Reddy played well last night, only giving up the one goal. And last year at this tournament, Zach Reddy was the tournament MVP. I don't think they have that award, but I feel very confident in giving them that award. Logan Maloney comes in, takes a hit, and the first penalty of the night is going to be against Quinn. And I don't know, it was an awfully high hit. We'll see what they call. Roughing is the call. So the first power play is going to be for the Huskies. 18:21 to go.
Well, Jack, the Husky power play had one goal yesterday in their win against UCSD. Going to look to get things started here early.
Lattman controls. Shot by number 19. Is that Dylan McConnell?
It is Dylan McConnell.
Wow, okay. That's I didn't know if he was going to be in the lineup. He was carrying sticks out not long before the game, so he went in and got dressed. I thought he was scratched today, but he's out there, and what a shot he had. The Huskies regain control. They get it in with 1:26 to go on the power play. Logan Maloney at the point. Lattman gets it, but the Vikings come away with it. Andrew Fan, number 17, skates, but it is taken away from him by Dominic Wolf, number 91. Lattman has it. He tries to get it back to McConnell, but he can't do it. Logan Maloney gets it. Ben Lattman did a little slow tumble over Jess Deegan, number 2 for the Vikings. There's a shot by Chris Williams from the point. Nola Marina pops it in the air and catches it out of midair for a nice save on the power play.
And a good shot there from Chris Williams from the point. A nice job walking the blue line, realizing he had that time. Now Moreno on the flip side was able to see it all the way. And when a goalie can see it, they become awfully hard to beat, and he makes the save.
Chris Williams shot, bodies in front. I think it hit the leg of Jess Deegan from the Vikings, pops up behind the net, and now the Vikings break out. Chris Williams is there. He has number 92, Jacob James, pressuring him for the Vikings. But Chris Williams takes it all the way down and shoots Moreno with a stick save. And the puck is played with a high stick. So the faceoff will come to Moreno's left with 16:48 to go in the period and 28 seconds to go on the Quinn penalty.
Well, it's a big offensive zone draw for the Huskies to just continue to get things set up. So far, give the Vikings penalty kill credit. They haven't allowed many opportunities to Nola Marina, and they've actually had a couple chances to maybe take it back on odd man rushes, but the Huskies have stopped that.
Morris takes a shot, but it hits the body and goes back. He has to retrieve it from the blue line. 15 seconds left to go on the man advantage. Chris Williams looks over for Cam Irwin. Irwin shoots. Bodies in front. There's Cam Britt laying in front of the goal. The Vikings are managed to get it out. So in 1 second right now, Quinn is out of the box. We skate 5-on-5. And now the Huskies try to bring it back. Cam Irwin gets a burst of speed. He has a lot of that, but he loses the puck. He tried to skate it in through 3 players, but now he has a shot. Nola Morena stops and holds Cam Irwin.
Well, almost a costly turnover back in their defensive zone, Jack, from Cam Irwin. He tried to break it out, and the Vikings quickly pressured him, and he fumbled. Now, luckily, Jonah Nash was ready, and they were able to regroup. But then a nice job from Irwin to get back on his horse and take it back the other way and create a scoring chance for the Huskies.
All right, well, there's a puck sent around by the Vikings out of the zone. Slete. So I was talking to Ethan. I'm sorry, Kai, and we were talking about his name.
Yeah.
Because if you say it fast, it doesn't sound great. It's Slet, and he told me, well, if you actually want to say it right, you have to be softer on the E. It's Slete.
Slate.
Slete.
All right.
But if you say it fast, it sounds like slutty. But we've been pronouncing it sletty.
Yeah.
But Slete is how he pronounced it. We've seen a lot of that in this tournament. The referees on the far side blowing the whistle, telling the guys to back up. They're encroaching from the wall. The Vikings keep getting in. There's a shot right on net. Jonah Nash stops and holds.
Beautiful save by Jonah Nash. And a nice drive from Hunter Smith, similar to what we saw down in the Husky offensive zone on their power play. Hunter Smith does a nice job realizing he's got time and space and can take that shot. But on the flip side, like Morena making the save on the Huskies, Jonah Nash was able to see that all the way and make the save on Hunter Smith.
Well, at breakfast this morning, Patrick Pearson was giving Hunter Smith a hard time, saying, a backhanded compliment. He said, you haven't even scored a goal on us yet this year. So apparently somewhere in his past, he's put a puck in his own goal, and they won't let him forget it.
It's never a fun feeling.
Never a fun
feeling.
Defenseman always, there's a whistle and a foul interference, it looks like. And it looks like, is that 28 Ferguson going to the?
Indeed okay. It is.
All right. Well, our first power play for the Vikings.
So if you can throw in one more key to the game for the Huskies, that's for my personal thoughts, and really for both sides, it's going to be limit the time spent in the box. Either team can have strong power plays. Limit the time in the box on either side, whether you're a Husky, whether you're a Viking. You want to play 5-on-5 hockey. Don't make things easier for the other team.
Yeah, I agree. And the Huskies, the problem that the Huskies had this season is that they have spent too much time in the box. So that is a key to this game. There's a big hit at the Husky blue line, but Yang bounces right back up. The Vikings try to enter the zone. They do. And Hunter Smith retrieves it, tries to send it back to Secord. Now over to Brumbaugh. Shot and score. Brett Brumbaugh from Cooper Hunter Smith, and the Vikings draw first blood with 14:35 to go in the first period. It is a power play goal for the Vikings.
Well, beautiful job there by Brett Brumbaugh, and he just beats Jonah Nash clean from our point of view. It's a goal scorer's goal.
Very active first period. We're 5:25 in, and the shots on goal are already 7-5. That's a lot of rubber on these goalies early. A lot of pressure. Chris Williams, Darren Morris on the D. The Vikings get it in. There's number 92, Jacob James. Chris Williams takes the puck. Gets it to Dominic Wolf. Wolf sends it up and down the ice. That looks like it's going to be icing on the Huskies. So the puck will be dropped down to the left of Jonah Nash with 13:53 to go.
Cooper Hunter-Smith credited with the assist on the Brett Brumba goal.
Okay, 5 from 11. Hey, every now and then a blind squirrel will find a nut. That's what I said. And I happened to be right for once. Oh, wait. The referees were right for once. Ben Lampman goes down but gets right back up. Williams at the point. He shot, hits a Secord stick, and Quinn gets it for the Vikings. Patrick Pearson over to Secord, and Secord has a head of steam. He is stood up at the line by Chris Williams as he releases a shot. Jonah Nash catches and holds. And Secord goes in and says hello with 13:22 to go.
That'll be how Ethan Secord will play. He likes to get up in the play defensively. He's a defenseman that's very active, and if you let him get space, he sees an opportunity to step up on the play like he did there, Ethan Secord will use it.
Yes, he will. Again, the board side players creep in, and the cross ice referee blows a whistle. That would be Fan and Needham. Fan gets a shot. Jonah Nash makes the pad save. And now the Vikings have to retreat, gather the puck. Now they send it in. Konopka gets it for the Huskies. Number 77, Konopka, sends a pass, but Jake Ferguson can't handle it. Andrew Fan gets it for the Vikings. Jake Ferguson lays a shoulder into Fan. He stays on his feet, but just barely. And now the puck comes to the line. That is called in, but it looked awfully close. Nicks away. Number 15 takes a shot. Held by Jonah Nash. Saway has been injured for a lot of the season. He's back this weekend. He, along with number 16, Tyler Chapman, are big additions to this team that have been out for a while.
And it always feels good to put more depth in your lineup, especially for Adam Seeger and his team, and that have felt like they've been depleted for a little bit, I'm sure, just looking at their lineup. So I'm sure it feels good to put more bodies back in that, forward defensive pairs.
The Huskies have the puck. David Patterson drops it for Logan Maloney, and he continues to skate. McConnell digs in the corner. Derek Yang battles as well. The Vikings get it out of the zone. Slete sends it in and goes for a change. And Chapman battles for the Vikings, but the Huskies win the race for the puck. The puck comes out of the zone. That looks like Ben Lampman. No, that's Derek Yang. I'm sorry, Derek Yang, 12, not 92. Patrick Pearson, the captain for the Vikings, sends it in around behind the net, but the Huskies gather and they bring it back up. Logan Maloney dropped for Dylan McConnell. He shoots it. Stick save by Morena. It goes up, hits the back glass, bounces back, and he was aware. He looked up, saw the puck coming, and instead of hitting his back and going into goal, he put the glove up, caught the puck with 11:40 to go.
That's a beautiful save by Morena. It's going to take a lot to get past him.
Chris Williams looks, he shoots. Secord blocks it with his shin pads. Great play for a defenseman. Now Secord battles the Husky captain, Darren Morris, and the Huskies win the puck. Puck pops up into the Viking bench.
So there's two sides to the way Ethan Secord plays. There's good and bad. You always want a defenseman that can step up in the play and be able to be, that fourth forward coming in the zone. But you also then have to have forwards that can realize, hey, if Secord or one of the other defensemen steps up, we have to drop back, because if you leave one defenseman hung out to dry, you can end up with 2-on-1s, 3-on-1s. Secord does a good job of stepping back, but it's something forwards have to be mindful of. When you have a defenseman that likes to step up in the play, someone has to drop back.
Yes, that is true. Now, I will give you an adage that nobody else is ever going to use.
Okay.
This is one of mine. If you've got a 3-on-2 rush, the 2 is going to win almost every time. 2 defensemen are going to be able to defend.
Yeah.
1 defenseman can't defend 3 people, but 2 can.
Correct.
And most of the time, 3-on-2s, even though announcers like to make that a big deal, a lot of times 3-on-2s are just regular plays because the defenseman can win that.
And for the most part on that too, as long as you cover the passing lanes, you let the goalie take the shooter. You give him a clear view. You cover the passing lane so that he won't have to worry about that. And if the goalie gets beat, the goalie gets beat. But 9 out of 10 times, as long as the goaltender can see the shot coming.
Brett Brumbaugh with the shot. Jonah Nash with the stop and hold with 10:59 to go in the first period of play. The Vikings lead 1-0. The shots on goal are tied at 9. This is an even hockey game, just like the last one. And the Huskies break it out. Cam Irwin. He's got a lot of speed going. Shot. Morena saves. The rebound comes around to the corner. Is that Ethan Sandberg, number 12? Is that what you have?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Number 12 doesn't have a nameplate, and so I was wondering if that was someone other than Ethan Sandberg. Icing is the call with 10:16 to go.
Yeah, I have that as Sandberg.
Okay. Well, Western Washington is on the come. And let me tell you, they get a little bit of depth next year, they're gonna be even better. Both teams centers get thrown out, so Derek Yang and Chapman for the Vikings are on the draw. The Huskies win the draw. Sandberg blocks that shot. McConnell shoots. Saved by Morena, and he gloves it aside for his teammate. Slete sends it across out of the zone. Sandberg looks, fires it down. Icing is going to be waved off because Chris Williams either touched the puck or could have touched the puck. He goes. Wojcicki tries to make a play, but he can't get there. Dylan McConnell. A lot of ice time early in the game for Dylan McConnell. One of the 5 seniors for the Huskies.
And he's made good use of it, too. He's got a couple shots on Morena.
Musgrave with a shot, rebound. Is it in the goal?
That is not. Morena makes the save.
Okay. That had to get close.
Heck of a play driving in for the Huskies.
That was Logan Maloney.
It was Maloney down low.
We have 9:16 to go.
Props to Morena. He covered that rebound well as he could.
Huskies first line out. We've got Konopka and Duncan on the D. 11, 91, 92. What a great line that is. Irwin, Wolf, and offside is the call. The Vikings aren't very happy with that, but that is the call. But the Huskies' front line is as good as any there is, with number 11, Cam Irwin, number 91, Dominic Wolf, and number 92, Ben Lampman. Ben Lampman is first team All PAC 8. Dominic Wolf is second team. Oh, there's Secord with the penalty. I did not realize that they put him in the box. Latman, oh, I guess he kept it in the line.
My thought is it had to have happened behind the play.
Yeah, I think so. Latman over to Wolf. Shot. Rebound. Maloney has a couple of tries at it. Morena covers it up with a diving sprawl about 7 feet out in front of the goal.
That's twice Morena's had to go sprawling out to make a rebound save. There's been a couple juicy rebounds that have been right there on the doorstep, and the puck twice right there flew through the crease, and, a gust of wind, it almost seemed like could have blown it the other way, but Morena does a nice job of positioning himself so eventually when it comes out in front of him to finally fall on it.
We have minute 26 left to go in the man advantage for the Huskies. They're 0 for 1 on the power play. Wolf to Lampman. Lampman shoots. Saved by Morena. Lampman doesn't often miss from that spot. Shot blocked by Jess Deegan. Lampman crosses with Wolf. He's up top now. Yang's behind him. Shot. Stick saved by Morena. It goes up into the netting. They blow the whistle with 8:01 to go in the first period. 38 seconds to go in the man advantage, with the Vikings leading the Huskies 1-0.
It's been a strong power play here for the Huskies. They've been getting chances. A nice job cycling the puck around, moving around, opening up those shooting lanes.
Williams to Morris. Morris back to Williams. Williams to number 11, Cam Irwin. The shot is blocked by number 17, Andrew Fan. Puck is over to Morris. Morris tries to send the pass to number 34, Cam Britt. Britt hits his stick and goes up into the netting for a whistle and another draw to the right of Nola Morena. 7:42 to go in the period. 39 seconds left to go on the man advantage. The Vikings are going to get it and break out. That is Mr. Aaron James. And he loses the puck. Now here come the Huskies dumping it in with 23 seconds left to go on the man advantage. A high shot by Morena out of the zone. So the Huskies have to retreat. They tag up and now they try to break it in. Well, they don't. They send it back. 10 seconds to go in the Secord penalty. Pressure by Chapman.
That was good pressure by Chapman,
That
too.
was real good pressure by Chapman. So the power play is done, but the Huskies still have the puck. Here comes Cam Irwin. He tries to skate around Cooper Hunter-Smith, and he shoots. Stick save by Morena. There's another shot by Maloney on Morena. And now the Vikings tip it out to center ice. 16, Tyler Chapman gets a weak shot to no avail. Here comes Darren Morris. He's got Secord in front of him. Tries to make a move, but he can't do it. Jacob James helped Chapman with the Secord with the defense. Now Maloney shoots. Saved by Morena, but not controlled. There's about 5 bottles right in front. The whistle is blown. Morena is slow to get up.
Morris was pushed on top of Morena. Secord, I think Carver Johnson was standing there. Little friendly fire.
Morena's trying to gather himself. We got Addie on the camera right here. Puck won back by the Huskies. They send it in. A deflected shot by Logan Maloney. But Morena is equal to the challenge, and now the puck comes out. Musgrave sends it up for the Huskies. They tag up. Maloney gets on side. Dylan McConnell sends it. And now here comes Patrick Pearson, the captain for the Vikings. Dylan McConnell sends it out to center ice. Jake Ferguson looks for the shot. Jess Deegan defends him for the Vikings. Good defense to the point. Drew Heiser sends it down. Cooper Hunter-Smith for the Vikings is the first one there. Quinn gets it for the Vikings, and now Heiser sends it back down. A lot of play along the boards and in line. And now, finally, the Vikings get it out of the zone. Drew Heiser sends it back in. Deegan sends it back out. Heiser sends it back in.
Oh, Deegan didn't get it for you.
Cooper Hunter-Smith gets it. There's a shot right on by Jake Ferguson off the great pass by Dylan McConnell. Or is that Indris? That's 18, not 19. That was Anthony Indris with a great pass right in front. Icing on the Huskies with 4:31 to go in the first period.
Strong sustained zone pressure there from the Huskies. Every time the Vikings were trying to break it out, they really couldn't even get past the red line. And if they did, the Vikings were creating turnovers and taking it back the other way. Getting pinned in your defensive zone wears you out. You're lucky in the first period. It's an easy change. If that happens in the second period, the period of a long change, that can get to be a long time hemmed in your defensive zone.
Well, the last 10 shots on goal have been by the Huskies. The 9th shot on goal tied that scoreboard, and that was the one by Brett Brumbaugh that led to the only goal of the game so far. The Huskies ice the puck with 4:10 to go. In the first period of play from the URC Ice Arena in Cheney, Washington, the beautiful home of the PAC 8 championships. Vikings win the draw. Shot from the point. Tipped in front, wide of Jonah Nash. Indris sends it in. Icing is waved off. Konopka tries to keep it in line. So does number 91, Dominic Wolf. It comes out, but now the Huskies are ready to bang it back in. Dominic Wolf sends it back to number 92, Ben Lampman. 11, Cam Irwin gets it. Nice pass. Oh, just off the stick of Dominic Wolf. And all the way back to Jonah Nash. There's a rink-long pass tipped by Lampman in the zone. The puck hits the player on the Viking bench with 3:17 to go in the period. The referees are having a chat. All right, the puck will drop just outside of the Vikings' defensive zone. Logan Maloney wants to draw back, but the Vikings take it. There's a shot. Jonah Nash thought he had caught it. It bounced off to the left, so he didn't leave a good rebound, but he thought he had it. The Vikings still fighting for it. Shot, Patrick Pearson. Jonah Nash was there and ready. Yang pitchforks it back, but the Vikings intercept. Now the Huskies get it and try to come out. The puck is iced by number 12, Ethan Sandberg, with 2:37 to go in the first period.
Nice job by Jonah Nash to cover that short side on the wraparound from Patrick Pearson. But for Patrick Pearson, it's always worth a shot because maybe you can find a hole. Maybe a goalie doesn't quite cover it as well. This time it goes to Nash, but next time you never know.
The Vikings, Jacob James tries to get it out. It pops in front. Moreno has to come out and play it. And he shoots it right on goal. Jonah Nash had to save Nolan Moreno's shot. They didn't put a shot on goal for that. Andrew Fan goes down hard and looks for a penalty. Not coming. Shot by Cam Irwin. Moreno sticks it aside. And back come the Vikings. Andrew Fan is in offsides. And now he wants to find a referee to talk to about calling a penalty.
And almost what would have been a dangerous sequence of events. Andrew Fan was down, and Aaron James just sneakily was going to get behind the defense. Then if the Vikings could have sprung the puck to him, it would have been a one-on-one with Jonah Nash, if that could have happened.
Well, Fan made his way all the way to the bench, but he was not. He's going to have to shake it off a little bit. Huskies win the draw. Drew Heiser and Musgrave try to get it out of the zone. They do, but the Vikings send it right back in. Heiser. And there is Slate sends it around. The Vikings can't exactly get control of the puck. Oh, but there's a shot by Quinn. Quinn was the first goal scorer in the game last Saturday where the Vikings won in a shootout. So Quinn's a dangerous player. Sloan skates in. Quinn tries to hit him. And Maloney comes and hits him back. Nice shoulder by Maloney.
These two teams, no stranger to being physical with each other.
Musgrave hits Quinn. Quinn says, that's enough. I'm going to go to the bench. That's enough. That's enough for one shift. So 49 seconds to go in the period. Puck is flipped out of the zone. There's a foot race. Konopka takes a shot by Secord, and Secord's going to the box. And the captain, Pearson, wants to come talk about it. It'll be interesting to find out what the call is.
The ref signaled interference, and man, I don't know. That felt like that was two guys getting for the puck, and Secord just ended up rubbing him into the boards because he got there. I don't think that's a good call, but it's not my call.
Well, if the call is interference, that's not a good call.
Yeah. He crossed his arms like it would be interference.
Okay. Secord's second penalty of the period.
Now, if they were called maybe an elbow or something, maybe there's an elbow. I didn't see an interference.
Could have been elbow, could have been a high hit, but interference. Yeah,
I don't see interference on that.
All right. Two guys going after a puck. I thought that was a good play.
Yeah, I thought it was clean. Unless, like, there was an elbow and maybe didn't get a good look at that.
14 seconds left to go in the period. Dominic Wolf takes it over to Lampman. Lampman looks, and he takes one too many moves. We've got 3 seconds to go. Puck's in front. Dylan McConnell can't get a shot off. And that will end the period. Your score after one period of play, Vikings 1, Huskies 0. Shots on goal for the period, Vikings 12, Huskies 21. And we will be back in 12 minutes for the second exciting period on your PAC television network. Welcome back to the URC Ice Arena, Cheney, Washington, PAC 8 championships at Eastern Washington University. Beautiful rink, beautiful campus. And here come the Vikings. Second period will be starting here momentarily. It's the long change period. Jack Jones, Eric List, and Addie from Moses Lake are with you today. Addie is an exceptional camera operator.
A speech pathology major.
A speech pathology major. Junior, again from Moses Lake, right down the road. By the way, have you ever played at the Moses Lake outdoor rink?
I have not.
I've
seen pictures. It looks beautiful.
It is a unique and wonderful experience. There are two great outdoor rinks in the state of Washington that I've been to.
Where's the other one?
That's a great question, and I'll think of it in a minute and I'll
Sounds
tell
good.
you.
It's the outdoor game at T-Mobile Park doesn't count.
No, does not. I had it in my brain a few minutes ago and I forgot it, but I'll remember it and I'll tell you.
Sounds good. Well, Jack, we had an exciting first 20. The next 40 should be a lot of fun.
Winthrop, Washington. There you go. Thank you to my wonderful, incredible wife, Tracy, for helping me with my memory. We have a power play for the Huskies for another minute, 7 seconds. Dominic Wolf has it, sends it up to Derek Yang. They've switched up the lines for this first power play team. Now it comes across. Wolf over to Lampman. Lampman up to Maloney, but it gets past Maloney. Cooper Hunter-Smith gets it for the Vikings, but he can't keep it. Wolf to Maloney. And now the puck is popped out of the zone by Aaron James for the Vikings. Yang dumps it in. Lampman chases. Nolan Moreno gets it, but he can't get it out of the zone. And the Huskies try to settle with 26 seconds left to go in the man advantage. Wolf to Lampman. Lampman shoots. Kick save by Nolan Moreno. Wolf over to Lampman. Lampman shoots again. Another pad save by Moreno. And it is sent down the ice by the Vikings, which will just about do the power play. 3 seconds to go. And here comes Secord out of the box.
Vikings penalty kill perfect so far. But the Huskies have been getting chances. They've been getting looks, just so far unable to bury him on the power play.
Well, the shots on goal were, I believe, 21-12 at the period break, right? 21-11. What was it?
I didn't get it written down.
Okay. 21-12 were the shots. I did. And now there is a shot off the faceoff, but it is wide. So Moreno lets it go. Huskies get it back in the zone, but it's played by the Vikings. Patrick Pearson in battles with the two captains are battling, Morris and Pearson. Andrew, I'm sorry, that's not Fan. That's number 33, Secord. Secord comes in, and offsides is the call. There's an extra whistle. And I think it's just a cautionary whistle because I don't see a box opening.
No, I think it was just cautionary. Secord took a shot after the whistle. I mean, it was a bang-bang type deal. But as a player, you're never happy to see a shot on your goalie after the whistle. So
Right.
Huskies just standing up for Jonah Nash in net.
Everybody's on the wrong side of the ice. Referee 48 sitting here waiting. Everybody's over there. Sometimes those referees are just sneaky. Pham wins the draw back for the Vikings. Now the Vikings send it in the zone. Konopka picks it up there for the Huskies. Huskies up to Lampman. He knocks it in. He's the first one there. He looks, he circles. He tries to pass it to Cam Irwin, but can't get it to him. Lampman has the puck. He shoots. Cam Irwin takes a baseball swing at it, but he can't hit it. So the Vikings escape harm. Konopka sends it up. The Vikings send it back. Secord. Centering pass, no Viking there. Sway keeps it in at the line. And now here come the Huskies. Lampman is in off sides after a bump from Sway. Lampman's holding the line. Sway comes and bumps him into the zone. So he's in off sides. Is that legal?
They're not calling a penalty on it, so I can't say I've seen it happen so much where I've seen a penalty. I mean, Lampman was coming with so much speed, his only option was going to be to get the puck and break it in, or he's going to have to walk the blue line. And nice job for the Vikings to realize that, and they bumped him in.
Patterson knocks the puck in, so the Huskies win the draw, get it in the zone. Now they've got to try to get control. They do, and they shoot, but it hits a Viking, and there's a race. David Patterson wins the race for the Huskies. Quinn steals the puck. He comes around, looks for a wraparound. Jonah Nash is equal to that task. And now the puck is flipped out. Here comes Yang. Yang almost gets there, but Maloney has it, and he hits the post. Maloney walked in, and the defenders were on the other side. There's another shot by Maloney off the pads of Moreno, and another shot wide. The assault on Nolan Moreno continues. And Maloney is the almost the sole perpetrator. There's a shot with bodies in front. It goes wide left. And a shot from Patterson that goes wide right.
Man, the Huskies are buzzing here early.
Dylan McConnell tries to shoot, and there is a hooking call. I believe that is going to be on number 92, Jacob James, I think.
That's going to go to Logan Maloney.
Okay, Logan Maloney. So it's the second penalty of the game for the Huskies and the second power play. They were successful. The Vikings were successful on the first one. So
this is a big kill if you're the Huskies. Like you said, Jack, the Vikings were successful on their first power play opportunity. The Vikings need to get this one out. They're no stranger to shorthanded goals either, so if they get a chance to try to take in the offensive zone, they will.
Couple of shots right there. Duncan Needham kicks the puck aside. Jonah Nash stops him. Needham kicks it aside. And now the Vikings come back in front, and Needham is patrolling the no-fly zone in front of Jonah Nash. The Huskies send it out and go for a change. That's Taylor Sloan. Secord retrieves. Anthony Indris puts a little pressure on him. Again, the Huskies are an aggressive penalty-killing team, and they are putting a lot of pressure on Aaron James. Now the puck is sent up beyond Fan, and I'm not sure why that's not icing, but Secord has it at the point. Brumbaugh gets it to Fan. Fan goes down. Konopka sends it around to the point. Duncan Needham stops that before it gets to Nash. Andrus goes down. Now the puck goes back to Chapman at the point. Fans comes in. He shoots off of the shoulder of Jonah Nash and into the corner. Good pressure by the Vikings with 23 seconds left to go in the power play. Centering pass. Backhand by Fan. Again, Jonah Nash makes a save. And Brumbaugh sends it down. Chapman sends it across. Aaron James goes down. There's going to be a hooking as Lampman goes down. Brumbaugh wanted a call, didn't get it, but the call goes against Brumbaugh, and he's going to stand there and protest as the Huskies kill off the penalty and draw one of their own with 13:49 to go in the second period.
That's what moving your feet will get you. Brumbaugh gets a stick tied up in the skates of a Husky moving forward. He's looking for a call on the back end. I didn't really see anything. It looked like it was just like kind of pushing the boards, and he lost his edge. That's from my point of view.
Captain Patrick Pearson is having a chat with the referees. Patrick is an incredible leader for this Viking team, and he can have a nice, calm, cool conversation when there are a lot of these guys that can't do that. So, 13:49 to go. The Huskies are back on the power play. So far, they're 0 for 3 on the power play. Tripping is the call. I thought it was hooking, but what's the difference? It's 2 minutes. And a great play by the Vikings. Pearson, he blocked the puck, sent it out. So the Huskies gather. They come back up. That's Cam Britt. He gains the zone. He sends it around to Logan Maloney. Maloney looks, sends it back behind the goal. Lampman lays a check on the defender. Yang looks back to Maloney at the point. Yang shoots. I believe Morena got a glove on that, and it goes out of the zone. So Yang has it again. Maloney skates it in. McConnell is right there in front, but the defense makes the play as Jess Deegan with the play. Back to Lampman. Shot by Dominic Wolf. A rebound in front, but they can't get it in. Morena's been on his best game so far. McConnell, shot, saved by Morena. Nice play right there. Wolf over to Yang. Yang to Wolf. Wolf can't pull the trigger. Maloney can. It hits a player in front, and he's laying on the puck, which is not a player cannot lay on the puck. But let's see what happens. It looks like Jacob James. Okay, well, let's see. Dylan McConnell is going to the box. So is Cooper Hunter-Smith. So Coincidental Miners with 12:14 to go and 26 seconds to go in the power play for the Huskies.
Referees talking with the two captains about the call, both wanting an explanation as a result of that scrum and the subsequent player laying on top of the puck right in front of Nolan Morena.
Well, the Huskies have 5 players out there, and the Vikings have 4. So the power play continues, and Coincidental Miners for the two teams. We've got Cooper. Oh, there's a shot. Chris Williams, stick save by Morena. Puck comes out of the zone. Morris retrieves. Delay of game is the call on Cooper Hunter-Smith. Shot from the point. 5 seconds to go. Saved by Morena. Williams sends it around. Ferguson gathers behind the net. Morris shoots. Great job by Brumbaugh to get there. It pops up in the air. The puck is loose. Cam Britt is going to go to the box. And now the Vikings will go on the power play.
Well, a heck of a kill there from the Vikings, and their power play has looked good. They've got one power play goal, as mentioned. They didn't get one earlier this period when they got on the power play, but they got a lot of looks on Jonah Nash. And the Huskies were chasing a little bit. It's a great opportunity for the Vikings.
29 shots on goal for the Huskies. It's a matter of time. James wins it back. Chapman. Shot wide of Jonah Nash. Logan Maloney applies pressure to Chapman. Chapman skates with it. But now David Patterson sends it back out of the zone. Quinn has no stick, so he goes and gets off the ice. His stick lays there right in the way, but let's see what happens to it. Secord skates in. He gets around number 5, Musgrave. Now the Huskies, it's a foot race. Endress and Chapman. Tyler Chapman wins the race and sends it up. So the Vikings skated in. Secord sends it across, hits Captain Patrick Pearson in the back, and the Huskies get it out of the zone.
Strong kill so far for the Huskies. That's exactly what you need after your power play, which you didn't convert on. Get a strong kill here. Keep the momentum in your favor.
Halfway done, Patterson skates the puck, sends it toward the goal, and now he retreats. Very aggressive kill for the Huskies. Ferguson's up there pressuring them. So is Taylor Sloan. That's Taylor Sloan is his name. Secord shoots, but it hits Sloan, gives up the body for the team, and the Vikings try to settle. Fan sends it up to Aaron James. Aaron James takes a shot, saved by Nash, and now the Huskies get it out of the zone. 18 seconds left to go on the power play. Secord sends it up, and he's going to ice the puck with 12 seconds to go on the power play. He tried to find a partner down the ice, but it went just wide and went for icing.
Best kill so far tonight from the Huskies. They're getting the puck out. They're doing a good job of not chasing. They've taken the opportunities to clear it when they can. And when they've cleared it, they've went to the bench. They've got new penalty killers out. They're keeping their legs fresh.
Face-off win for the Huskies. And that's effectively going to kill off the penalty. There's still 5 seconds, but by the time it gets out of the zone, there comes Cam Britt, and now he is replaced by Duncan Needham. The Huskies still have the puck in the zone. Needham shoots. It hits a skate. Back to Konopka at the point. Lampman's right there. Great play by Nola Moreno. Needham. There's a whistle. Referee's pointing at somebody.
Pointing at the face-off dot.
Okay.
Played with a high stick.
Well, it was an imaginary player of the face-off dot, one or the other. 9:08 to go in the second period. Huskies are yet to score. The Vikings lead 1-0. Vikings win the draw, but the Huskies gain control. Cam Irwin turns and skates. Lampman breaks it in. Backhand shot. Saved by Moreno just off the glove over the net. And now the Vikings send it down. I don't think icing is going to be called. No icing. Puck is back out of the zone. Now Wolf skates it in. Cam Irwin shoots. Blocked by Moreno. Konopka shoots. It goes high. Again, Cam Irwin shoots. Stopped by Moreno again with 8:20 to go in the second period.
Absolute tremendous job there by Nolan Moreno. He saw that one all the way and makes the save.
I think it got him up in the helmet. He took it off to examine it. Face off to Moreno's right. Logan Maloney wins it back to Darren Morris. Morris shoots, hits the body and goes wide. Dylan McConnell battles on the sideboards, tries to get it across. Quinn battles for the Huskies. He takes Chris Williams down. The Vikings shoot and score. Top shelf water bottle shot for the Vikings with 7:59 to go in the second period, and they take a 2-goal lead. That is number 22, Kai Slete.
Well, it's a great job there by Slete. Just roofs it over the shoulder of Jonah Nash. Unfortunate kind of circumstances getting into the zone or getting into the defensive zone for the Huskies. A little discombobulated, a little disorganized, and that's what allows the Vikings to capitalize.
So they give no assist on that. So an unassisted goal for number 22, Kai Slete. Pass across. It hits the skate of Aaron James. Pops back to Cooper Hunter Smith. He can't get anywhere with it. Brombaugh battles number 77, Peter Kanaka. Kanaka sends it down, but icing will not be called. It didn't make it to the end line. So the Vikings skate it back. Secord sends it up. Stolen by Dominic Wolf. Centering pass hits Cooper Hunter Smith, and it goes to the backboards. Huskies battle, and the puck is picked up by Morena. And a little chin wag.
Huskies got to keep doing what they're doing. Keep applying the pressure. Keep putting rubber on Nolan Morena. He's looked sharp, but the amount of chances and the quality of chances they're getting, if you keep generating those, man, it's hard not to think they won't get eventually one past Nolan Morena, but now you need two.
Yeah, well, you got to break the seal on that goal before you can get the second one, though. You got to get one in. The Vikings win the draw, but the Huskies keep it in until right now. Here comes Chapman. Tyler Chapman skates it. He shoots. Jonah Nash saves and holds it for a face-off to his left. With 6:50 to go in the second period. Our new score, Western Washington 2, University of Washington 0. Deegan sends it in. Chris Williams for the Huskies gather. Sends it across. Slete keeps it in. Quinn skates with it. Centering pass. The Huskies break out. It's 3-on-2. Cam Britt back to, that is Dylan McConnell, and he hits the crossbar. Chris Williams skates it in. Now the puck is sent down. It's a race. Aaron James tries to beat Dominic Wolf wins the race, but just barely.
Barely.
Aaron James was going as hard as he could to avoid the icing. Well, we have 5:59 to go in the second period. Puck drops. Wow. Cross check. The referee right in front of it never made a call. The referee from center ice 100 feet away makes the call. I'm not sure I understand that. But, okay. Number 91, Aaron James, goes to the box. So the Huskies get another opportunity at the power play.
Jack, you got to start capitalizing on these opportunities. Nolan Morena has been the best penalty killer for the Vikings. But, man, the Vikings have been killing a lot of penalties. The Huskies got to score one of these power plays.
I know normally I'm a Husky announcer, but I don't know. I don't. The referee right in front of it's got to see it. I'm not saying it wasn't a penalty. I'm just saying. And I'm tired of talking about it. So we're done. Huskies battle along the boards. Up to Cam Irwin. Irwin. Oh, a nice move on Brumbaugh. Secor drops to a knee and blocks the puck. Great job of giving up the body for your team. And the pass from Irwin goes by Wolf. Huskies regather. McConnell up to Wolf. Pass Wolf. Morena gets it and shoots it. We've got a breakaway. Andrew Fan skates. He shoots. He scores. Short-handed goal. Andrew Fan with 4:59 to go. The play is made by Nolan Morena.
Beats Jonah Nye, short side over the shoulder. That was a beautiful goal by Andrew Fan. A dangerous player to let get away like that, and he'll make you pay, and he did.
$4:59 to go in the second period, and the Huskies need to skate with emergency now, don't they?
They pretty much need to score now on this power play with 1:08 left.
So Morena gets the only assist on the goal. And we've got 49 seconds to go in the power play for the Huskies. Drop pass for Chris Williams. Over to Yang. Yang shoots, but it's wide right. Chris Williams gathers. Skates down. He drops it for Ferguson, number 28, to Cam Britt. Britt over to Yang. Yang keeps it in the zone, but he's got Fan on the shoulder. And it's going to be, I think it's going to be a penalty on Fan.
I would tend to lean that way too. Potentially for a high hit.
Well, they're talking about it. And Fan comes in, wants to be a part of the conversation, but they direct him right to the penalty box. 4:05 to go in this second period. I think they were discussing if it were a 2 or a 5.
I think so too.
So 5-on-3 with 11 seconds left to go. There's a shot from the point. Dominic Wolf can't get it through, and now it's 5-on-4. There's a shot by Dylan McConnell. He breaks the stick and goes to the bench. Out comes Brumbaugh, number 5 for the Vikings. He shoots. Saved by Jonah Nash, and he lays it aside with 1.5 to go in the power play. Dominic Wolf skates. He looks. Drops from McConnell, who has a new twig. He skates and loses the puck on his old twig. Dominic Wolf over to Lampman. In front. Can't get a stick on it. Wolf shoots. Saved by Morena. And, a great job by Wolf at the line. Lampman shoots. Save. Rebound. Save. There's a shot by Dylan McConnell. Saved by Morena up into the netting. What a great sliding save.
Wow. Your goal is your best penalty killer, and Nolan Morena has been their best penalty killer all night long. Hands down.
Nolan Morena has been the best goalie that we've seen in a long time so far tonight.
He has looked tremendously sharp.
33 shots on goal for the Huskies, 23 for the Vikings. 2:56 to go in the third period, and the power play for the Andrew Fan penalty, 51 seconds left. Chris Williams sends it up. Is that, who is that? Yang. All right, Yang. Chris Williams over to Darren Morris. He shoots. Save and held on to by Moreno. Jake Ferguson was there if he'd allowed a rebound, but he didn't. .244 to go in the second period. 39 seconds on the Fan penalty. Up to the point, Derek Yang. Nice pass over. Cam could not get it. That would be Cam Britt. He couldn't get control. Chris Williams shoots. Quinn blocks it down, steps in front, lowers a knee, and Chris Williams has to come back. Pearson puts the pressure on. We have 10 seconds to go in the man advantage. Drop pass to Yang. Across to Maloney. Maloney to Williams. Williams shoots. Rebound. Cam Britt can't get a stick on it. And here comes Chapman. The power play is done. So the Vikings try to break in. The puck is iced. Darren Morris is holding his palm up to the sky saying, why was that icing?
Hey, Coach Matt Cleaton trying to argue that it was tipped. Or she wants the whistle's been blown and the play's being called and you can't change it.
Yeah. Can't restart the play, can you?
Nope.
1:55 to go in the second period. An absolute brilliant game being played by the Vikings and Adam Seeger. Kick save by Cooper Hunter-Smith. They keep it in the zone. Jonah Nash has to stop it and tee it up for Chris Williams behind the goal. The Vikings steal and shoot. It's wide. That was Jacob James, number 92. Logan Maloney skates right into Tyler Chapman. Skates over him like he's a speed bump. Cam Britt is in offsides. That wasn't very close.
No. That was offsides.
That was
Indeed.
Easily offside, yes. Well, 1:22 to go before the break. Logan Maloney wins it. Oh, he loses. Well, unfair draw. Let's do that all over again. Well, the Vikings get this one as well. Brumbaugh skates. Duncan Needham meets him at the wall. And now the puck comes out. Secord tries to send it back up. We've got 1 minute to go in the second period. And the Huskies. Tanaka grabs the puck, skates it up, sends it around. Andrew Fan intercepts it and sends a backhand to the inline. Now the Huskies try to gain control. They send it all the way down, And that's going to be icing with 40.9 seconds left to go. Face off to the left of Jonah Nash. Needham sends it around. He sends it to Ben Lattman. Lattman over to Maloney. Maloney back to the line. Kanopka looks, he shoots. Blocked by Quinn for the Vikings. Sends it out of the zone. Duncan Needham has to race to get the puck, and now he gets it up to Dominic Wolf. Wolf sends it over. Gets it in the zone. That's Cam Irwin. Takes a hit from Secord. And Secord gets it out of the zone. Needham. There's going to be a trip. Secord's going back to the box. And now Needham sits there and looks up at the Vikings as they chat with them a little bit. All right, Duncan, don't get a penalty.
No.
So Secord for the third time tonight is in the box. And the Huskies go to the power play. So 4.7 seconds. Let's see if they can get a shot. There's a shot saved by Moreno. Derek Yang got a quick shot. Whistle blows. So we're now 1.4 seconds. Let's see if they can get a second shot.
It's got to be right off the draw, Jack. Right off the draw.
Yeah. So with 2 periods in the books, the shots on goal, the Huskies 35, the Vikings 24. But where it matters on the scoreboard, the Vikings lead 3-0. We've got one more period until one of these teams are done for the season. So we'll see you back here in 12 minutes for the third period of play from the PAC 8 Championships in Cheney, Washington. Welcome back for the third period. The University of Washington Huskies, the 2 seed, have 0 goals after 2 periods of play. The number 3 seed, Western Washington Vikings, have 3 goals. So this third period is going to be pivotal. One of these teams will be done for the season. Eric, what do you think of the first 2 periods of play?
Jack, I think they've been highly contested by both sides. Western's done a good job capitalizing on their opportunities. And man, it's been the play of Nolan Morena that has made this game what it is. He's been diving. He's been making crazy saves. Nolan Morena has looked like a brick wall in net tonight. So the best goaltending we've seen out of him all season long. He's been tough to beat. He hasn't been beaten yet.
Yeah,
the Huskies got to find a way to get something by him here.
Well, I got to tell you, I have said this for years. Back when I was coaching hockey, if the skating talent is relatively equal, and it is, 95% of the time, the best goalie wins. And tonight, although Jonah Nash has been pretty good, Nolan Morena has been impossible to conquer. So here we go. We've got Eddie on the camera. We've got Eric List, and I'm Jack Jones for the third period of play. The power play for the Huskies. Secord is in the box for another minute 45 seconds. And the Huskies retreat. Andrew Fan puts on some pressure. And there's going to be a 5-on-3. Give the other team the puck. There it is. What? Okay. They should have blown the whistle 3 seconds earlier, but okay. So 5-on-3. Aaron James goes to the box for a trip.
Jack, there's another example of moving your feet, being fast, getting up in the play. Exactly what it'll do. It draws Aaron James to take a stick penalty, and he's going to head to the box for 2 minutes.
Well, I got to tell you, that is 9 penalties on the Vikings, and typically that's a kiss of death. But with the energy they've been playing with and Nolan Morena, it hasn't been that. There's a blocked shot. They blocked a lot of shots.
They have.
That was Jess Deegan on that one. Shot saved by Nolan Morena. That was Cam Irwin with the shot and the save by Morena, and he holds on. We have an hour. We've got a minute 6 on the Secord penalty, 1:38 on the James penalty. 19:08 to go in the Husky season, unless they can bring it back with at least 3 goals. Huskies win the draw. Back to Wolf. Over to Lampman. Lampman skates. Wolf and Lampman swap. Shot. Save. Dylan McConnell squeezes one off, tries to get it between Morena and the post, but he can't do it. He holds on for another face-off, this one to his right. Brad Needham right there with his second pair of pants. We know Brad's got at least 2 pair of long pants. And the Huskies win the draw. Back to the point. Dominic Wolf sends it up. Lampman over to Wolf. Back to Lampman. Back to Wolf. Cam Irwin shoots. Blocked by Hunter Smith and sent down by Andrew Fan. Jonah Nash tries to stop it, but he can't do it, so Wolf has to retrieve it. 25 seconds left to go on the Secord penalty. Here comes Wolf. Here comes Irwin, and Maloney is in offside. That's a critical mistake.
Yeah, you got to be on sides on those zone entries. Especially when you're working a 5-on-3 power play.
5-on-3, you got to make sure you're on side. Face off just outside the Vikings defensive zone. Ferguson wins the draw back. Darren Morris sends it over to Ferguson. Ferguson looks. He shoots. Score! Jake Ferguson finally gets one past Nolan Morena. And there's life in the Huskies yet.
And that's the first time Nolan Moreno has been beat clean. You saw he thought he had it in his glove. Jake Ferguson, a great job to beat him past the glove. You got to keep working, though.
With 18-12 to go, Jake Ferguson, and I can't tell, was that a 5-on-3 or was that a 5-on? Okay, it must have been a 5-on-3.
That should be, I believe, a 5-on-3. When I had last looked up, there was 30-some seconds, and
all right,
that didn't lead off in 30.
39 seconds left to go in the 5-on-4 power play for the Huskies. Morris gets the assist. Derek Yang has the puck. It is stolen by the Vikings. That is Andrew Fan. The James penalty is over. He is back on the ice. Cam Britt skates in. He shoots. Saved by Morena. Brumbach gets it for the Vikings. Takes a shoulder. Keeps on going. And now sends it to the line. That is a centering pass for the Vikings. Dominic Wolf grabs the puck for the Huskies, and Darren Morris controls underneath the behind the goal. Williams slides down and sends a puck in. So the Huskies chase. Ben Lampman sends it to Chris Williams. The puck pops up in the air. There's a backhand opportunity by Cam Irwin. He can't get it in. He sends it back to the point. Chris Williams shoots. It's wide left. Konopka gets the puck, sends it to the point. That is Ben Lampman. Konopka back down. Cam Irwin is the first one there behind the goal line. Centering pass. Lampman can't get it past Moreno. The Huskies look for a pass. There was a pass intended for Duncan Needham. It is stopped by the Vikings and sent out. The Vikings seem to be in full defensive mode right now, which is great for the Huskies.
And they're trying to protect that 2-goal lead.
Backhand shot doesn't get through, and the Vikings send it out. There's a foot race. Andrew Fan beats McConnell. He skates in. He shoots. No goal. And Brando Consolo ends up in the net, and the net ends up way off the moorings. I believe that's the first time I've seen Brando on the ice.
I was just thinking the same thing. I don't think I've seen Brando Consolo at all tonight.
Looks like the puck will be dropped inside the offensive zone for the Vikings. Jonah Nash to his left will be the puck drop with 15:43 to go in the third period. Again, the new score, Vikings 3, Huskies 1. Konopka gets the puck and passes it to Maloney, but it goes back. Jonah Nash tees it up for Duncan Needham. Needham up to Maloney. Maloney looks, passes it over to Konopka. Konopka up to McConnell. He can't get it. Brando Consolo goes down on top of Secord, and Consolo is going to the box for the Viking power play. We got Moses Lake Addy right here on the camera.
It's a big kill for the Huskies. You got a goal. You're only down 2. It's been a strong power play for the Vikings. Don't let them capitalize here and go back up to 3 goals.
I'll be interested to find out what that call was.
Cross-checking.
Okay.
Put the ref signal anyways.
15:08 to go. Vikings win the draw. Aaron James can't keep it in the zone. Secord has to skate it back. Taylor Sloan pressures him and does some effective power play killing. Ferguson takes a puck. Cooper Hunter-Smith has to get it for the Vikings and retreat. Now they send it in the zone. Number 5 for our Huskies, for the Huskies, Danny Musgrave sends it up to the line. Aaron James tries a shot. It is blocked by a Husky, and now they dig for it in the corner. Aaron James skates out with it. Back to the point. Secord shoots. It is blocked by Musgrave and the Huskies send it down. The Vikings have to retreat with 45 seconds left to go. Secord skates it in. He bangs it down. Chris Williams is the first one there, and he takes a mighty swing, sends it all the way down. Maloney tips it. Morena has to play it, tees it up for number 16, Tyler Chapman. The Vikings skate it in. Chapman sends it behind the goal. 20 seconds to go on the man advantage for the Vikings, and Chris Williams sends it all the way down again. I'm sorry, Darren Morris does it that time. 8 and 9 sometimes gets confusing.
They look very similar.
Yes. Chris is only about a foot taller than Darren, but okay.
Well, number-wise.
Yeah, I know. Patrick Pearson loses the puck, and now the Huskies have killed off the penalty. And because of the speed of Cam Irwin, icing is waved off. We've got a penalty coming. It looks like.
I believe they're going to get Jacob James here. Oh, no.
No, it's
Declan Quinn.
Declan Quinn goes to the box. So with 12:52 to go in the third period, that is going to be the 10th penalty of the night on the Vikings.
Huskies power play 1 for 9. Looking to go 2 for 10 here.
Okay. Something's going on. What's going on?
So they took Secord off the ice and replaced for Tyler Chapman.
Okay. Well, power play for the Huskies. Charging. Wow. Shot. Score! Cam Irwin with the rebound and the score. Power play goal with 12:40 to go in the third period, and the Huskies continue their comeback.
Great job there by Cam Irwin from the short side. Finds a way to get past Nolan Morena. That's a tough area for both a shooter and a goaltender. Goaltender, you really got to make sure you hug that post. Cam Irwin drives in. Jack, we've got ourselves a ball game here.
Well, it certainly is looking like Morena is beatable. And now they kick Andrew Fan out of the face-off circle. 12:38 to go. Aaron James shoots, saved by Jonah Nash. Another shot by Brumbaugh. Nash has to make another save. And the Vikings need to stay out of the box and play offense. They've been playing defense the entire period, and they've got to play offense like they've been playing all game long. Brumbaugh steals. He skates around Duncan Needham. Needham, poke check. Nice defensive play by Duncan Needham.
That was a good read by Brumbaugh and a nice play, like you said, by Duncan Needham.
Cam Irwin has the puck. 2-on-2. Skates in. Drop pass to Wolf. He shoots wide left. The Vikings pick it up. They skate forward. That is Jacob James. He sends it into the behind the net area. Logan Maloney is the first one there, and he is a Husky. He gets it over to a teammate. Here we go. Cam Irwin can't control. Number 12, that is Ethan Sandberg. Sends it down, and the Huskies gather. Puck is sent in by Logan Maloney. Yang tries to get it, but the Vikings beat him to it. Chapman comes in, sends it back. Duncan Needham plays against Patrick Pearson on the end line. Musgrave sends it across, kept in by Chapman. Needham sends it around. Derek Yang stops it before it gets out of the zone. Now there's a nice pass, backhand pass over to Logan Maloney. He shoots. Blocker save by Morena. Back to the point. Got score! David Patterson. I'm not sure if there was a deflection or not.
I didn't see if there was.
But David Patterson is the most unlikely source, and Logan Maloney does that. He says, let's calm down.
Oh, yeah.
Let's calm down. So with 10:26 to go, the Huskies have tied the game.
And the Vikings use a timeout.
And the Vikings call timeout.
Honestly, this is a timeout that's really good probably for both sides. The Huskies need to take this time to breathe. Okay, you've just rallied back from a 3-goal deficit. And on the other side, your head coach, Adam Seeger, it's okay. We got back on our feet, playing defense. We got to get back to what was working, going back to the offense, pressuring Jonah Nash. We've been able to beat him 3 times. We got 3 goals in the previous 2 periods. Keep playing our game. Morena's been sharp. Sure, he's been beat now, but they've all been quality shots.
And Dylan McConnell with the assist on the Patterson goal. So the last 2 goals, number 11, Cam Irwin from number 91 and 92, Wolf and Lampman, and then Patterson from Dylan McConnell. And we're all tied with 10:25 to go in the third period. What a game. What 2 games for the semifinals today.
Could have asked for any better semifinals than what we're watching here, Jack. This has been fun.
Are we having a little bit of fun yet?
Just a little, I think. You could feel the energy in the building when the Huskies tied it up 3-3. The fans in attendance for the Huskies erupted after seeing their team make it all the way back to tie this game up. However, a long way still to go left.
The Huskies gain the zone. Taylor Sloan skates. Cooper Hunter-Smith guards him. The Kanopka shoots. Nice save by Morena. But the Huskies gather. That is Anthony Indris. And Slete sends it out. Chris Williams gets it. We have Patterson's 9th goal of the season. I didn't realize he had that many, but that was a big shot from the point. That is going to be a penalty on Darren Morris for hauling down Aaron James. So the Vikings get a power play. Well,
I haven't put anyone in the box. I was looking for an armband to go up. I didn't see one.
okay.
We skate 5 aside.
Well, I apologize. I thought that was going to be a penalty for hooking or holding or hugging or something.
Guess not.
Guess not. Vikings send it out of the zone. Musgrave sends it down. The Huskies chase. Dylan McConnell is there. Puck is knocked down by Jacob James. Here comes McConnell. Sandberg gets it for the Vikings and gets it out of the zone. Maloney gets it for the Huskies. Over to Musgrave. Musgrave sends it back to Maloney. Back to Musgrave. Yang. And there is Patterson again. Back to the point. There is a shot. Rebound. But he covered. Morena made the save. He looks a little bit rattled. Maybe just a little.
Strong save by Morena. I mean, after 2 strong periods, the Huskies have finally beaten him 3 times, but he's still standing tall. But I'm sure there's a little bit of doubt that can start to creep into your mind.
Has to be a little bit of doubt.
But it's just make sure every save that you know where the puck is, you feel comfortable with it.
Stolen by Anthony Endress, but the Vikings get it back. Secord has a burst of speed. He tries to get in, sends it across. Duncan Needham guarded him. Ferguson skates it. The crowd is electric. We've got parents wanting penalties, wanting shots, all kinds of stuff. Kanopka sends it down. That's Anthony Endress looking for a pass. There's a shot. Taylor Sloan scores for the Huskies.
Taylor Sloan picks that one up in the slot. He was not going to miss that one top shelf over Andrew Pham. Or excuse me, not Andrew Pham. Nolan Morena, excuse me.
Well, you know, there's a rebound, and Morena has to be tired by now.
Oh, yeah.
There's John Sloan. There he goes. There he goes. He's celebrating. So 7:27 to go. (28-18). That would be Ferguson and Andrus on the assist. Puck got out of the zone. The Huskies have to get out of there, tag up. That gives the Vikings a chance to skate it in. Chapman, 19, goes after it. And now Cooper Hunter-Smith has to get it and reestablish the drive for the Vikings. There's a great pass right on the stick of Chapman. Fan can't carry the puck. 2 defenders get him. And now the puck is battled for on the half boards on the far side. There are 2 players down, and out comes Dominic Wolf. Wolf loses an edge, and back come the Vikings. Aaron James can't control the puck, but Andrew Fan has it, and Maloney puts a stick on him, and they battle. Now Maloney skates it in, 2-on-2. He's got Derek Yang shot by Maloney. Nola Morena stops it, holds it, and a face-off will ensue to his left.
Tremendous job there by Logan Maloney, pressuring Andrew Fan. Little stick lift, pops the puck up, gets it back down, takes it back the other way. Those 2 battling hard, Maloney and Fan.
I can't say enough good things about the staff here at
caught a linesman.
Linesman number 48 is laboring. He's going to go over and get checked out. Looks like he got him up high. He's taking his helmet off. So we'll probably have a minute. As I was saying, I can't say enough good things about the staff. We've got Travis Allen, who is the commissioner of the PAC 8, and quite a great commissioner. And opposite, he is excellent here at the Eastern Washington campus. So, as a matter of fact, there's Travis Allen right there. Go ahead and shoot, Travis. That is the commissioner of the PAC 8, and does a great job here at Eastern Washington University.
So they're going to have to clean up a little bit of blood from the official.
Okay. Well, that's okay. I was looking for a chance to talk about some of the things that I like talking about. For a minute, I'm going to be a Husky announcer. I want to tell you, I've been a part of this program for 3 years now, and we've got 5 seniors. We've got Aman Ali. We've got Dylan McConnell. Dylan McConnell has graduated in 3 years, and you've seen him tonight. The energy he brings is always fantastic. He is a great young man, and I don't know how many of you out there can graduate college in 3 years, but that is impressive. And he is a childlike adult. He knows how to act like an adult, but he loves to play like a child, and Dylan McConnell and his family are incredible. We've got Chris Williams. Chris is from San Jose, and he has been great to know. Every time I need to ask a question or anything, he's always there, always with a smile on his face, always saying, "Hi, Mr. Jones." Logan Maloney. Now, if you want to know if these guys are student athletes, Logan Maloney took a year off of hockey last year. He had to go do some schoolwork. He had an internship. So he stopped playing hockey for a full year to get that done and then get back to play hockey. He is a student athlete, not an athlete student. And then Darren Morris. What a legacy the Morrises have left on the University of Washington. His brother before him, and now Darren as the captain and the club president. You guys probably don't realize the kids run these programs. The coaches coach the teams, but the kids have a club, and they're responsible for the financial and the business aspects of what we do. And Darren has been a great leader for this team. And I have a great time doing this. And as long as they have me, I plan on coming out and broadcasting this. I have only one goal, and that is to make sure that all of these kids' families can watch all of their home games and some of their road games, but all of their home games. I'm 64 years old. I'm not trying to find a job as a broadcaster. I have no interest in that. I do, however, have a second goal, and that's to get this guy beside me a job as a professional announcer, hockey announcer. He's 22 years old. He's graduated from Arizona State, although I'm not crazy about his choice of school. He's graduated. He's done a lot of games on ESPN Plus. He's done a lot of sports, and he wants to be a professional hockey announcer. And I'm hoping tomorrow night is the last game I ever get to call with him, because I want to help make that happen. I want him to be able to make a living as a hockey announcer. So if you're out there, let me tell you, he is an incredible professional. He never comes to the rink unless he's 100% prepared for it. And he, first of all, he looks good. You know, he's a good-looking young man, but he's also very well-spoken, and he is a professional. So I hope tomorrow night is our last game together, because I hope you're off to bigger and better things.
Well, Jack, thank you so much. That's very kind of you. I've had so much fun working with you, and it's been a really fun year. This has been fun, and it's been a great way to cap it off here with the PAC 8 Championship Tournament. So thank you to you, and thank you to everyone out there listening. We've been having a lot of fun, and hopefully it's coming through that way, and you guys are enjoying watching some really good hockey. And hey, either way, tomorrow is going to be a phenomenal game. Cal's awaiting the opponent, whether it's Western, whether it's UW. It's going to be a really good game tomorrow.
Right. And first of all, I got to tell you, my son Logan loves to being a part of this group. All of the players on this team love each other, and it's the same thing with Western. I got to spend a lot of time with Patrick Pearson, and we got back to hockey, so I'm gonna be done. But here we go, 6:05 to go. There's a shot from the point, blocked down in front, and now I'm back to being a neutral announcer. We are the announcers for the PAC 8 tournament. Not the Husky announcers now. Secord shoots. Jonah Nash saves. And then he takes a hit from Logan Maloney. Secord takes a little bit of time, but he gets back up. He's tough. Dylan McConnell up to Yang. Yang back to McConnell. He's got two guys on him, so he just sends it down to the corner. Yang picks it up. The Vikings have it. That's Brumbaugh. Brett Brumbaugh. I got a chance to spend some time with him today. What a great young man. Needham sends it back in the zone. Aaron James picks it up and tries to wind it up. Aaron James gets past everybody but Duncan Needham. He gets a shot. Jonah Nash stops it. The rebound drops down in front of him, and he sprawls on top of it. So with 5:09 to go, there will be a face-off to the right of Jonah Nash. And the Huskies have dominated this period with shots on goal. It is now 46-27. And Nolan Morena, although having played a great game, it's hard to keep doing that. Hunter Smith picks up the loose change. Jacob James can't find the net. And now Darren Morris skates down. Huskies keep it in. Spin around by Lampman. There's a shot. Save and hold by Nola Morena. That was Darren Morris with the shot. What a save by Morena. How many times do we have to say that?
47 minus 4.
Yeah, well, that's about right.
But what a whip from Morris on that last shot. Oh, good to see the linesman also making his way back on the ice. Good to see him back out.
Yeah. The crowd gives him a big
Actually,
round of applause. That's a different guy.
So correct me if I'm wrong. Wasn't the other guy not 20?
He was.
The other guy wasn't 27.
It wasn't 40. So
unless he changed jerseys, and
no,
maybe he had blood
maybe he
on
had
it.
blood. I don't know. Maybe it is a same guy. He may have changed jerseys. They have an all-star crew that come and referees each games as well, and the referees are also linesmen. They change up, so they have to earn their way here, just like the players do. 4:25 to go in the third period. Here comes Cam Irwin. Hits it over to Lampman. Lampman looks, can't get the pass through. Number 91, Dominic Wolf, was right there waiting for it. Lampman shoots. Doesn't get through the defense. And here comes, look out. Secord tried to get it out of the zone, but he couldn't do it. He hit the netting. That puck was coming right at you, man.
I was ready.
Hey,
I've got my puck already,
Hey,
Jack.
you got to protect that moneymaker, though. Like I said, you're a good-looking young man.
I appreciate that.
You got the look for TV, not radio.
You're too kind, Jack.
The Vikings get it. Secord. Indris takes it away, sends it down deep. Cooper Hunter Smith sends it back to Aaron James. Anthony Indris battles him at the line. Konopka can't get a good shot off. Ferguson sends it in front. The Vikings come away. Brumbaugh can't get it in. He gets it in, but He's being hassled. Now Andrus sends it in the corner, goes for a change. 3:15 to go in the third period of play. The Huskies lead 4-3. And now here come the Huskies. Shot. Nola Morena makes a save. I don't remember if I said that the whole game. Oh, wait a second. Only about 500 times. No rebound. 3:07 to go. Battle in the corner. Time is precious for those Vikings. The clock is ticking. It's down under 3 minutes now. And Musgrave sends it around. Yang is the first one there. Now they battle on the far half boards. Patrick Pearson gathers the puck, skates it out for the Vikings, but they lose it. Here comes Derek Yang. He shoots, and it's blocked by number 15, Nick Saway. Very nice defensive play by Saway. Quinn battles for it in the corner. Shot from the point, but the Huskies now have to chase. Icing is going to be the call with 2:06 to go in the third period of play. Huskies lead 4-3. The Vikings have only taken 3 shots on goal this period.
You can tell the offensive zone pressure has really been dominated by the Huskies. They've been doing a good job cycling around, moving it, and the Vikings have been put on their heels. Granted, they started this period really playing defensively, and that's what kind of allowed 2 of those Husky goals. They were good goals, but the Vikings are back on their heels trying to protect their lead.
14 shots on goal for the Huskies. Hunter Smith gathers for the Vikings. Up to Pearson, number 26, the captain. He takes a shoulder from Chris Williams, and the puck is slipped down. That's going to be icing on the Huskies with 1:35 to go. And now we've got to look for Nola Morena to head to the bench. As soon as the Vikings get control. So,
Jack, I'd almost pull him here even. A minute 35, an offensive zone draw.
Yeah, I don't know why not.
Doesn't hurt. They got to be close.
But the Huskies win the draw. Held in at the line by Secord. He shoots. Blocked down by a Husky. Chris Williams, Darren Morris makes the block. And there's a shot. Morena stops the puck and holds on because Darren Morris was bearing down on him. But going back to what I was saying, the shots on goal this period are 15 for the Huskies, 3 for the Vikings.
And it's felt that way, too.
And it's felt that way. 1:16 to go and a draw, and the Vikings into the ice. They've got to get it down and get Morena out of the net. Logan Maloney sends it, but Andrew Fan has to catch the puck.
They can get a rush established. I bet you'll see him come here.
1 minute to go. And now the puck is in. They're holding him. But
Jack, I don't get it.
I don't either. Jess Deegan has the puck. 42 seconds. You got nothing to lose now.
There he goes.
There he goes. But now there's only 35 seconds left to go in which to score. Chapman shot wide left. Sent up and out. Down the ice. 24-23. Secord gathers. Great play by Dominic Wolf. He sends it to Logan Maloney. And Logan Maloney makes the empty net goal. That play was made by number 91, Dominic Wolf. And with 16 seconds to go, the Huskies seemingly put it away with a 5th goal in the period. Empty net goal for Logan Maloney, senior out of Illinois. And Cam Irwin. All right, Cam Irwin and Secord are chatting with each other. And a hard-fought victory for the Huskies. So, as they play Purple Rain, we have our matchup, a familiar matchup for the championship. Addie, what a great job. Fantastic work by Addie. So tomorrow, our championship game is at 11 o'clock right here on this same channel. We are proud to be the announcers for the PAC tournament, and our championship game is going to be the 1 seed and the 2 seed, the Cal Bears and the Washington Huskies. Eric, put a wrap on this bad boy.
Jack, give a lot of credit to this Western Washington University team. They came out in that first 40 minutes and played phenomenal hockey. They go up 3-0. They fight hard. They play hard. They killed tremendously. Nolan Morena played out of his mind, and he was still really good in that third period. But the fight of the Huskies and the tenacity, something we've seen all year, you and I, lucky to watch them so much. Their ability to put shots on goal, their ability to keep pressuring Nolan Morena. It eventually snuck by with 1, snuck by with 2. But this Viking squad played very hard. It was a very competitive game. Scoreboard doesn't go their way. But, man, it was a heck of a battle, a lot of fun. And now we get to flip the script tomorrow and crown a champion. The Huskies have a chance to defend their PAC-8 title. But, man, Cal's coming in hungry, the top of the league. They're coming off a really tight game against USC, but they're going to have a touch more rest. Jack, I really look forward to tomorrow with you. This is going to be a lot of fun.
I gotta make an early prediction for next year. If they can find a way to replace Patrick Pearson and his leadership ability, they've already got some great talent coming in.
They're going to be good.
Washington Vikings may be the favorite to win next year's championship.
Adam Secord is building a heck of a program, getting their first win yesterday, fighting hard, leading through 2 periods, almost 2 3/4 periods, or 2 1/4 periods. Man, they played hard. You can't deny that fact.
Coach Seeger and Coach James are doing an incredible job at Western Washington. And I got to tell you, when you're doing what they're doing, players want to come play for you. So, and what I love seeing every game, we've got some Huskies. Adam Seeger, coach of the Western Washington team. Jake Ferguson's got to get down there. They do the prayer. He's having a chat with Mr. Pearson, Patrick Pearson. I got to tell you, one thing, when I was talking about things a few minutes ago, one thing I want to point out. The guys that we have as seniors at Washington, Patrick Pearson, Jack Burbank from Cal, those guys, if you're worried about the world with all the stuff going on, the ICE and the president and all that stuff, and you're worried, is the world going to hell? No. These guys are going to lead us into the future because they are incredible, incredible young men. Patrick Pearson may have played his last college hockey game, but let me tell you, he's going to go in about a week or two and have an interview with SpaceX, Elon Musk, and he's going to go to Johns Hopkins as an engineering student. And I can't tell you how proud I am to be friends with all these guys from all of these schools. I have lived a blessed life, and this is part of it. Not only do I have great friends, but I got the best wife in the world too, man.
Yes, you do.
There you go. So, ladies and gentlemen, we will be back tomorrow at 11 o'clock for the championship game. For Addie, for Eric List, I'm Jack Jones. We are the broadcasters for the PAC 8 championships. Couldn't be prouder. Thank you for being here. We will see you tomorrow, 11 o'clock, for the championship. Good night.